Good morning, love.
Hello, my love.
I was sitting on the couch waiting on you.
I had to, I was a little sleepy.
I got you. Want to grab your work stuff?
Yeah. Oh, no. Wrong one. Aha.
You okay?
Good lord. Potato Queen in
Yo,
full
What?
effect.
Skank!
Let
Uh-oh,
it.
no.
Let.
Lennon.
Oh,
Lennon.
Maria, thank you for the resub. Well, handsome. Are you ready to get out there?
I think so. What about you? You excited to go get yourself a shift in at work?
I think so.
Yeah, if it becomes too much, you can always crawl up in the car.
All right, my love. I get to paint my ambulance pink.
Ooh, for breast cancer month.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Well, it's the you, it's not like I'll show you. Like the overspray.
Oh, the
Yeah.
pearlescent.
Yeah.
Got you. Do we want to swing by the bank before we go to MRPD?
I gotta get a phone, my love.
Ooh, yes. Also
Courthouse
true.
took it.
Okay, let's go to the bank.
I gotta give you money.
Then we'll go down to the Korean Plaza. Hopefully Uru is open.
I hope so.
And if not, Digital Den's down there anyway, so we'll get you a phone.
Pumpkins!
Oh, look, they're decorating for Halloween again.
We gotta get a pumpkin for the houses.
Yeah, I'll have to talk to Nancy. I think she's the one who was running stuff around last year. All right, I'm gonna estimate yours as 115.
89.
Oh, okay. Well, you have been spending some time in the car. That makes sense. I was just guessing that because mine was 65.
$80,000 to you. And, well, when I get a phone, let's see if my loan for my scooter is due.
Well, it probably isn't because mine wasn't due for the cars yet. I think they collect those all on the same day.
Okay.
But I grabbed some cash so we can get you a phone.
Yay.
All right. Ooh, I wonder if they've got any like special Halloween stuff down here at Uwu. Any fancy meals or anything? All right, one phone acquired. Is this like, can I put things in this little tray here? I can. Here, I'll put it in the tray for you.
Okay.
A lot cheaper than I thought. I feel like the last time we had to buy one of those for you, it was like a few thousand.
Hmm. Oh, God.
What's that?
Kiki texted and said somebody attacked Tommy's
Oh,
house.
I may not be able to go in here. Will you tell me if that door is locked?
Mm-hmm. It is.
Okay, all right. Oh,
Well,
is
it
he opening the
was.
place up? Er, I can't see in there properly.
Okay.
Need something?
Yeah. 1 second.
All right.
What's up, love?
Hey, I'm just gonna take a nap in the bush out here. Just order up whatever we're gonna get, and I'll pay for it when I wake up.
Okay. All right. Love
Alright.
you. Bye.
Love you.
Yeah. Can I get 6 of the pancake combos?
Sure.
Yeah.
Are you putting these on PD tabs?
2 of them. He just had to take a quick nap, really quick. I can let you know his badge number.
What's yours first?
Mine is Echo 152. I'm Lennon Bundy.
Okay, just to make sure. How do you spell your last name?
Bundy.
Bundy.
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah, got you. No worries.
All right, there you go. You can tap that one.
Okay. All right.
Okay, there we go. And what's his badge number?
It's the reverse of mine, 251. Easy to remember.
Bundy also.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Here he comes.
there you go. You ever swipe that one also?
All right, just in time. You can.
All right, there's
And
that
then
one.
the last two, are you paying out of pocket, or is this for somebody else on PD?
We'll pay out of pocket for those.
It's okay,
There
Mrs.
you go.
B.
You tap swipe that time.
There we go.
And there are your combos. Hope you enjoy them.
Thank
Stay
you.
safe out there.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing.
How can I
Hello.
help you?
Sorry, the windows were super foggy in here.
It's okay. They let me put 2 on the EMS, so we only had to pay for 2.
Heck yeah.
Kiki texted me. I'm sure you probably got the same text.
Maybe. I didn't check my text today.
A psycho attacked Tommy's house. Everyone's physically fine, but he was pretty shaken up about it last night. Good news is they caught the person who did it and sent them up for a very long time.
Jesus, okay.
I texted Janetti because I wanted to talk to him and be like, why? Why are you running for mayor? I mean, in all the time I've known you, you've never even, like, hinted that that's something that you want. And I said, I'll call you another time. And he texted me, what's up? You didn't answer. And it made me sad.
Sounds like Janetti.
He's such a shit.
All right, food in the glovey.
Thank you, love. All I could see so far was the fall. Oh God!
Oh, what the hell? God damn it!
Hi.
Hello.
You in trouble?
Why are you in a
Yeah, I was-
wheelchair?
Don't worry about it.
What?
Why are you in a wheelchair?
Why are you in a wheelchair?
You know, it's
We should
fine.
probably get out of the way.
Everything's
Oh
fine.
my
Hey, Kiki.
God.
Hi. It's Cricket's fault I'm in a wheelchair!
What, it's what?
I fell.
You say it was Cricket's fault? Who the hell's Cricket?
No. Oh, well, Cricket's one of your officers. But no, it's not really his fault. We're just blaming him for it. I fell.
We're gonna have a conversation.
No, it's not. No, I did genuinely fall.
Okay.
I fell halfway down Chiliad, and then while being rescued, I got hit by one of the explorers and was sent further down Chiliad. And then Cricket hit one of the people who actually managed to rescue me like 2 or 3 times, completely by accident. And then everybody hit a motorcycle that was in the crevice and it exploded. And I,
Jesus.
it's fine. My leg's broken in 2 places, but it's no big deal. It's okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
you've unfortunately had worse.
It's true.
Our children are falling apart.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
fine.
based on the text message that
Veronica's
we got.
getting a new kidney on Monday.
Oh, what's wrong
Jesus.
with her old one?
Fate took it.
You.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Do you need to push up?
Please.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's stupid as fuck. But there were actually people. No, but there were a lot of people that were actually crying that this fucking terrorist died. Fucking genuinely, and people were like,
Oh yeah, I saw something about that.
She died last night, horrifically, and I told her, get fucked. It's what you deserve.
Like, that's the normal. That's the normal. Fucking
Yeah.
shit.
All them
Yeah, but I
serial
don't
killer
care,
types
like,
either seem to
whether
die
or
when
not
we catch
we
them, or they
arrest
just die in
them, like, if
prison
a
these
terrorist
days.
Well,
dies,
apparently
terrorist
she had
dies,
someone
you know what
in
I'm
the
saying?
prison, like hostage or something, and refused to
good
negotiate.
either way, whether we
Sorry.
Oh my God.
It's
I
okay.
didn't mean to. I'm sorry. And she refused to negotiate. There was something about a taser prong or taser going down her throat. I think. Question mark? I'm not sure. I wasn't there.
It makes me sad that you're blacklisted.
I was
that's-
instead having the most cursed vet appointment I have ever had.
The fact that I am as much of a potato as I am, and every one of our children needs body parts and gets injured on a daily,
What?
and nothing happens to me ever.
What? No, it was.
What is wrong with this picture? Am I passing it on even though they're adopted? What the fuck?
Yeah, I think you are. I'm gonna go grab
God
that
damn it.
What? No, it's fine. Everything's fine. Tommy's not hurt, just his house got blown up.
Blown up?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah, I texted you a psycho attack Tommy's house. Everyone's fine, but he's a little shaken up. I checked on him. He was a little upset. I don't know if he's still awake. This was last night.
Yeah, I'll try and call him later. I need to fix him in my phone, by the way. Oh, he's such a stubborn. Comic Honey, are you here? What is happening on... Oh, God.
Oh, because of Janetti running for mayor? I voted Max. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Oh, God. God, I'm sorry. Oh, you didn't fall. Okay.
Damn it.
All right. Well, has Tommy been around? Is he all right?
Today, I don't know. Last I talked to him was last night, right after it happened. She got sent up. She's on parole right now. She got sent up for a hell of a long time. He told me something like 600 months.
Who did it?
Tolly Puff.
Excuse me?
Yeah, I had an interaction with her earlier in the day, so I think that contributed to it. She was hanging dead rabbits all over Beaver Bush.
Wow.
Yeah, it was horrific.
This is that crazy bitch that threatened me, right?
Yeah.
She'd be
the same
crazy.
one. Joyriding, trespassing, unlawful imprisonment, robbery, criminal use of
I
explosives.
love Wildflower so much.
Is it the criminal use of explosives that... Oh, no, she had a government firearm. That'll do it.
She stole Tommy's gun after she blew up his house.
Good Lord.
Yeah, that charge in and of itself, stealing a cop's gun is virtually never worth it because that by itself is a $75,000 fine. So,
Oof.
yeah. And 210 months in jail.
Wait, it's a worse charge. Okay, it's a worse charge to have a cop's gun than it is to kill a cop.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, not to actually kill a cop. You get at least 3 years for that.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. Okay, then to attempt to kill a cop.
Yes.
Where is the logic?
The logic is that we don't want every dumb fuck who has a knife holding up officers and stealing their guns because we
Oh,
get them
that's
kind
fine.
of cheap
Okay.
out of the armory.
Okay, no, that makes sense actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just like, why is the gun more valuable than the human life?
Just imagine
That
how
makes
well
sense.
how well armed the blocks would have been.
We already were well armed.
Yeah, but it would have been even easier.
Oh, are you done?
Yeah, we're done.
Okay. I was restocking my store, and while they were outside waiting for me, they got robbed.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I came out and because they were like, we have to go to MRPD, and I'm like, why?
Yeah, me not so much. They just took $1,500 and a drink, but they took Liam's gun. So
He mentioned you, so they wanted you to
Gotcha.
come inside. Okay.
you ready
Well,
to go? Can you get
We
out?
should take V to the hospital. Yeah, I can get out.
See you later.
Love you.
Love you too.
Yeah, there's an exit right here. Fine.
Jesus. We stay home for one day and Kiki falls off a goddamn mountain. Tommy's house gets blown up.
I know.
Ah, Juno's around. We're supposed to be having one of those Wildlife Wednesday sort of things today. Do you want to come to that, by the way? It should be in like 20 minutes.
Yeah, just let me know where it is.
Oh yeah.
Probably going to meet up at the ranger station like we usually
Hello.
do. Hello.
Thank you.
Hey, I said I want to cross.
Leo, are you causing trouble?
We would never cause trouble.
I don't know. The last time I saw Leo, he was airing it out.
Mm-hmm.
And Tandy Miller was with him with a human head.
He's very tame when he comes here. He just comes to either take money or lose money.
Oh, fair enough.
See, I'm very, very calm here. Unless you
James, I've done
don't
the
want me to
paperwork.
be
If you want to grab
calm.
one across here.
Okay.
Do you do a packet, Bundy?
God.
Yes, please.
Anyways, I'm out of here.
Bye,
I'm off to
Leo.
bigger and better things.
I'm gonna win tomorrow.
Okay.
He's definitely going to go air it out somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, blah.
There you go.
Is there anything exciting planned for the meeting?
I don't have much of anything.
I
Juno
don't think
wanted.
anyone's gonna have anything.
Yeah, well, apparently that Talia Puff person's still harassing people, so there might be some talking to do about
Oh
that.
yeah, she got sent in
Um,
for second-degree murder, I think.
Yeah, and then Juno wanted to invite somebody to talk about mayor stuff, so
Oh.
I wasn't even planning on doing it this week, but Juno was very insistent in it. I guess the election is only 1 week long, so
Yeah.
I just love that Lennon is. Everything's fine with her, right? And it's all of her children that are just need a new kidney, broken leg, house blown up, while Lennon's just sitting there going, Jesus Christ. Oh, God.
You'll have to bear with me, James. I'm pretty sure I need a coffee. I have some on me, I just haven't drunk them.
It's fine, I can wait. I like how the numbers and letters on this are actually in pink. That's
Yeah,
nice.
that's what we've agreed for. You can do body.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
didn't realize
looks
when I
like-
put that on there that the command would come out in pink too. It looks really
it looks
good.
so good. I don't know why Lovesick wants the whole car pink. It looks so bad.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
I like pink, but no,
I
it just
think-
does not look right with the green.
I think Lovesick could sell me on maybe a pink pearl,
Yeah.
but like the pink replacing the white or the pink replacing the green, no,
Nope.
no.
Yeah, my whole Explorer is pink, but it actually looks pretty good.
Well, the problem on this is that if you paint it pink, then you get like the
I'm gonna
frame and the front and the back is pink.
I'm gonna
but
show you the pictures, James. It looks
yeah.
so bad.
The livery stays green, so
Oh, that'd be awful.
yeah.
Yeah,
Check
yeah,
text. And he had to go with the hot pink as well. Ugh.
Oh god, that's awful.
It's so
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah. Somebody could probably sell me on the pink pearl if I saw it, and I would probably approve that. But for now, we're gonna stick to the numbers.
It's like fairy floss with a little bit of mold in it.
PBSO trying to convince Winston to traffic drugs.
Huh.
What? Oh.
Hi, Nancy.
Nancy, I need a pumpkin.
I'm doing okay. I do indeed. Abso-freaking-lutely.
Bye-bye.
Stay safe out there.
Bye.
All right, we'll do our best. Y'all take care.
Oh,
Amazing.
slipped.
I appreciate you, Nancy.
Nancy, I need a pumpkin at our house.
Alfia, you need help with anything, or okay? Yeah, I was gonna say I know scary godmother mode, and then later on running around and hanging candy canes on things mode is kind of your vibe. So, oh, is
Thanks
that
for coming by,
is it
sweetheart.
gay Santa? Okay. All right. Yeah. I knew what you meant. All right, hell yeah. Oh, have you already done the ranger station? Okay, I haven't been there yet, but I was gonna say if you haven't, I know the rangers would love it, and there's like 1 million of them now. So, yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, I don't think there's too much point in you working on. I mean, what are you gonna do? Put a pumpkin on top of the pieces of rubble up there at Toledo? Yeah, it's been blown up for like a month. They haven't fixed it yet.
Mm-hmm. Comic. So you are the backup to the group for Saturday. So stay tuned, sweetheart.
That's well, probably because the building's shut down, so they need somewhere to pee. Oh yeah, Jimbo's been having meetings in the bathroom. I forgot about that. Yeah, it comes and goes. It's mostly PBSO at this point. But I shouldn't talk bad about them. We do have shared custody of one of their deputies, so they are our co-parent in a sense. Perfect. No, well, not in like a week or two. Why? No. Wonder if they upgraded their wonder if they upgraded their security measures. Maybe they got tired of getting fucking robbed all the time. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, you might be seeing the old doors that were it's like ghost doors. You know, it's Halloween time. All right. All right, thank you, Nancy.
Did she get a pumpkin?
She is gonna take care of decorating our house here in a bit. All right. Why do you look so different?
Didn't do my hair today, and I didn't put my eyeliner on, and I don't have my glasses on.
What's wrong?
Nothing.
Okay, all right. Well, that's. Did you invite the one guy to this thing?
Yeah, he said he'll be here on time.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Hello. Let's see what Nancy did for decorating up here. I see some pumpkins and some ghosties. Ooh, and there's a jack.
Damn it.
So what you been up to, Juno?
Nothing of real importance.
Okay.
Did you like that hashtag? Vote Janetti unless he touches the EMS budget.
Nice.
I don't. Is she okay?
I'll be
I don't
right
know.
back.
Something's.
I feel like every day that I see Juno, it's the worst day of her life. Just a slow progression downwards, like a slide of sadness and despair.
Oh. Has she been? I don't want to think that. I don't want to think that.
Perhaps a lesson for Velsing and Belmont and the people versus Enzo Williams at all might be in order.
I've been summoned.
Hey, listen, Charlie would love to talk to you. He actually tried to call you yesterday,
Yeah.
but you weren't around
Yeah,
at the same time.
Yeah, right. I'm itching to talk to him because I want to. I just want to talk to him about some things. I'm not I'm not as confrontational as some people, so I just want to talk to him about a couple things. So if you hear from him, just tell him that I'm gonna keep trying to get a hold of him.
Okay, I mean, anything that I'm going to be one of his deputy mayors. So
I know. I
anything
was gonna
that
ask to apply. So.
Oh, you were gonna ask to apply to be a
Yeah,
deputy mayor.
yeah.
Okay,
That
interesting.
yeah, I mean, he knows me. He knows I don't mess around with that kind of stuff. So I mean,
Okay.
I-
Perfect. I'll let him know and see if I can't get wrangle him up to come around.
Okay, like I said, I'm not as confrontational about some of this stuff, and I just want to make sure that, everybody's happy, and I just think it would be,
Yeah, I agree.
So, that's me. So I appreciate you, Frazier. Thank you.
Yeah, I saw your hashtag. We absolutely do not plan on cutting any EMS budgets.
I
so.
didn't think so either.
Yeah.
Other people did. I did not.
No, yeah,
So,
that's
yeah.
silly.
So yeah. So I don't have a problem. I just really, I've been trying to get a hold of him, and I'll just keep trying. So I appreciate you.
All right,
reaching out.
perfect. I'll shoot him an email. Let him know. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Have a good one,
All right,
Lennon.
bye. That didn't click in my head until just this moment.
Hey, you take care of your emergency. I'll give you or Q a call tomorrow. Yeah, you too.
I just had the strangest idea.
What's that?
Frazier's like Janetti's campaign manager. And I was talking to him because I wanted to make sure that he wasn't going to touch the EMS budget. I had an idea that he wasn't. When I was on the phone with Frazier, it literally in that second, Janetti knows me. He knows that I don't mess around.
You thinking about wanting to be like a deputy mayor for him or something? Yeah, well, you've tried it before for other people that you didn't know as well.
Yeah.
So
I told him. He said he's gonna give him an email and let him know. Yeah, why not?
yeah, no, I think it's a great idea.
So, yeah, I mean, now that I know that, because Frazier isn't exactly, what's the word I'm looking for? He doesn't have the cleanest of hands. You know that from when I was working, but he's never lied to me. Like,
no, I think I think Janetti would be stupid to not bring you on for it. What the hell is going on with that car over there? Because having an EMS representative is going to be very important for his image.
yeah. So.
Hey, Bundy.
Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't realize this was you. Okay, all right. Doing the black on. Okay.
Well, I
so
just
the black for PBSO and then the green for Ranger.
Yeah, and when I was when I am on PBSO, I just changed the livery and I have the green frickin' pearlescent on it.
Gotcha. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I gotta figure out the uniform because I'm doing this right now. I think I'm just gonna go full. I'm just gonna wear the Ranger uniform.
Yeah, I would just go full one way or the other for those.
I have Vito gave me the pins to hand out.
Ah, perfect.
Yeah.
Hey, Lennon. Oh, I can't hear a word you're saying. Oh, hello. Thank you.
Can I have a hug?
Yes, absolutely.
I'm happy to see you.
Thank you. I'm happy to see you. Yeah, it feels great.
I made
Everything
it.
turned out great. Hey, Casanova.
Hi.
Fortunately, the people that I did have for that have been.
How you feeling, man? How you doing?
I'm doing all right. How you doing?
Yeah, good. Feels good to be in green.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I'm just fucking with you.
Yeah. Who would have thought?
Congrats, man.
Yeah. It feels good to be home for 3 days out of the week.
Wait, 3 days out of the week?
Yeah,
we've
joint
got
custody.
we got a joint custody agreement with the PBSO.
Hell yeah.
Wait, they get him for 4?
Three.
Uh,
1 day
well,
STSO.
Yeah, well, he's got 1 day a week off work, and then those days that he does choose to work, he's got like an SDSO trooper split on that day.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We're supportive of him because it
If
makes him
the
happy.
troopers accept me.
True. I think we got to hear from Snow on that, right?
Yeah, I doubt
Oh, is
Snow will
he?
want to do it. I think the other troopers would be down, but I think Snow, thankfully so, has some sort of standard to uphold.
I should have been trying to wake up earlier, but
Wait, so
Are you
only
saying
get
we
you
don't
for
have a
30?
standard to uphold, Lucian?
What? No, you guys fought for me. I'm just saying I think Snow is the least likely to be like, yeah, for sure.
I also don't think that Snow knows you that well, so he
Yeah,
might
no,
he might just not want to put his hat in the ring.
Yeah, totally fine.
Well, what if you like take it down the middle? You're SDSO that day, but you just ride with Crystal.
I'm just happy to do whatever, like I normally am, to be honest.
Best of both worlds.
Yeah.
Is the queen not here today?
I think she says she might be a bit low.
Give me a little.
Lewis
I love you,
Collins
friend.
likes feet. Okay. Yeah,
Oh,
interesting.
Well, good for him.
Hey, come
Yeah.
here.
Hmm.
Somebody had an emergency on the phone? You seemed like you wanted to tell me about it before I...
Oh, our workshop order is ready to pick up, but there's nobody to pick it up from right now.
Oh, that's okay. I mean,
Yeah.
no worries, no worries.
Yeah, so we gotta, because I called Q, she's not available. Ledson's not picking up, and Cassandra can't do it right now.
Wait, I was supposed to vote and shit.
Well, voting closes at Storm tomorrow, so you still have time.
Oh, someone
voted.
remind me to do that.
Vote for Jonas too.
I think this is your reminder, Casanova.
Yes. Well, but
Hey, phone, remind me to vote for someone in the next 24 hours
Google,
or less.
remind me to vote.
Just go vote after the meeting.
Make sure you weigh the candidates, of course. All of our proposals are on the City Hall website.
No, vote for Maximilian Angel.
It's good to weigh
Why?
those options. Well, that's actually what I'm here to talk about today.
Yeah, once Lucian's done grabbing his, it looks like he's getting a pair of pants in there or something. Once he's done with that, we'll get the meeting rolling, and then Max can talk to us about some stuff.
What if I don't vote for him, Juno? What are you gonna do?
I'll be disappointed in you.
It's your civil rights.
That's it? Just
whoever you want to
disappointed?
vote for.
She hit him with it. I'm not mad. I'd be just disappointed.
I'll never speak to you again.
Yeah, but it hits different from Juno, because Juno's always in some varying scale of disappointment.
I'm not gonna lie, Bundy. I kind of feel
Thanks, Bundy.
intimidated by that disappointed comment. I'm kind of feeling intimidated that I have to vote for Max or, yeah.
Vote for who you think is best.
No, you don't, Casanova. You don't. Feel
I feel
intimidated
intimidated
by
right
Juno.
now.
Doesn't nobody feel intimidated by Juno?
You can vote for who you want.
Come on.
Of course. It's your civic right.
Push it. Push it.
She's walking
Juno,
right
get back
behind
over
you.
here.
Juno.
Stop moping. Get over here. That's
just
an
wanna-
order.
I just wanted her to get 100 months and 100,000 fine.
If you're trying to get the world first with voter fraud, that's already been taken by the Littlemans. Like, as soon as the polls opened.
Well, of
They're at
course.
City Hall holding up Norman Adams to put them on the ballot.
Oh my god.
And then held other people up to vote for them.
That sounds
Hey,
about right.
quit trying to look at my ballot.
Acceptable,
You
is
piece
it?
of shit. You're trying to cheat.
This probably
I
isn't
see you.
acceptable, is it?
I like the Tims.
All right, Bob.
I feel like that's mostly SDSO.
This is the Ranger
think I-
thing with just the shorts. It's the Ranger shirt.
It's the wrong color. No, it's the wrong color shirt.
Why do you have
That's the-
Bass's
it's the
name
thing that-
tag?
he's my dad. He left me all of his shirts.
He never had a Ranger shirt.
I dyed it.
He said the same thing yesterday.
I just grabbed all of his shirts. I'm gonna go change.
You're wearing. It's too yellow. You need. It's the more tan one.
There is the.
I know what I'm gonna wear.
Which has the same shirts as these, like the same duty shirts, but they have different buttons. Like the one I'm wearing right now.
Everybody's running on police time today. I can see.
I won't vote.
Hey, still got the Tims.
Yeah, Stubble told me I have to wear the Tims. That's why I have 317.
do like the gold chain connected to the PD badge. That does look pretty sick.
Thank you. It looks good, right?
Very
There's a badge.
bling.
There's a badge for you. Well, I have it. It's a dollar store fake gold chain, but it's so that if anyone steals it, I can raid them.
Gold chain? Is that a thing?
I don't know. Probably.
All right, I'm ready.
My badge is on it. So.
Yeah, technically that is.
They're stealing my badge.
We're gonna have. I'll keep that in mind.
I guess that would be raidable.
If they snatch my chain, I get to raid them.
They
Oh
gotta find
shit!
out
The bucket hat,
where they're
Casanova.
keeping it.
Yeah, the
That
bucket
makes
hat. I
me
think
feel
I'm.
some kind of way. I don't know why.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna start rocking the bucket hat more. I tried to wear the hoodie look, and David's got upset with me. He got really upset when I braided my hair like his too.
I don't know why the bucket hat makes me feel. I don't know. It brings back. It brings something welling up inside of me.
I really love the park ranger badge.
Yeah,
it's a good badge.
It really is. It's like actually one of my favorites, I think.
All right. Well, it doesn't look like Juno's going to be returning to us. And I don't see any of the other rangers on duty at the moment. It seems
Juno
like
doesn't want to come with us.
no, I think she's having a day.
Is this because I said she was intimidating me?
We'll talk about that afterwards. Okay. So in Ranger news, it's been kind of a light-ish week. I was hoping that Malarkey was going to be here because apparently somebody tried to blow up his house yesterday.
Can we do this? I can't really see people very well.
What's wrong, Casanova?
Are you good, Casanova?
No, there's a lot of flowers and stuff. It's really hard to see everyone.
Oh.
What?
The foliage
Do
feel
we-
like it's about
do
as
we
tall
wanna-
as
Hold on a
we are.
moment.
Do we want to take this up in the office?
No, hold on. I'm going to twat this out.
You feel like we're hiding in the bushes?
One moment.
What the fuck?
Jesus, okay. So
It's
apparently,
beautiful. Yeah, let's
apparently in
over by
Casanova's mind, we're walking through the fucking poppy fields of goddamn the Wizard of Oz. So let's go.
Yeah,
fail.
like I always stash my car in the poppy fields, but I feel like y'all can see them better than I can.
Yeah, I think we, well, some of us might be able to.
Yeah, like I'm good over here. It's
Poor guy
literally
thinks he's
just
hiding.
around there.
Yeah,
It's
right.
really bad.
All right.
The poppies are a lot shorter here.
Casanova's like, how the fuck can they see me?
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute, like, y'all got good eyes over here. Shit,
Plus, it smells good over here.
True.
it does smell pretty good. This is a light crowd today.
Yeah, I expected it to be a smaller one because it was kind of last minute because Juno wanted to call it so that we could talk about election stuff. So, okay, well, I think, most of the people here other than me are newer Rangers. So why don't y'all talk about some of the experiences that you've had out there doing Ranger work and things like that? Or your transition into being state officers.
I guess I got a few things that have happened over the week, actually.
Scream
Speak
for
with your
me.
chest.
Didn't realize. My bad. Him up with said dead man switch in some way, shape, or form. Robbed him. And
Chat,
fled.
I'm gonna sneak
We
away
ended up
really
catching
quick
her.
while they're
She
talking.
got put up for like 300 or something months. Plus, she also had a knife on her that had blood of a murder victim.
Jesus.
There's
Yeah,
a
so-
spy among us.
What?
Are you talking about Rodney?
The helicopter.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Rodney. I was gonna say Rodney's one of the good rabbits. You don't got to worry about him.
And then kind of regular patrols. I was able to give out my first temp certificate last night. Not last night, the night before.
Hell yeah.
Okay, perfect.
That was good.
Oh,
And-
Lucian, I think we've actually got to. We need to bring you into the scouts, and we need to give you access to the ranger station as well.
Sweet. Also, yeah, temp certificates are typically 24/48 max, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I think the longest I've ever done is 72. Specifically, if you're kind of coming into that big tail end of shift 2 or beginning of shift 3, people have trouble finding judges. So sometimes I'll give them 3 days.
Sweet.
And then I guess most recently last night in shift 3, I spoke with Kellen about who to talk to in shift 2 to try and break the ranger curse of driving for HSPU. Because I also feel like that interceptor in Ranger Green might look
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think you got to talk to Cassandra about that, because I'm pretty sure the spirit of Ziggy just haunts all of our vehicles through the Ranger green livery. And, I would estimate 95% of the time I drive exactly like I did prior to joining this department, but then that other 5%, Ziggy just grabs the wheel and drives us into a tree. So
I flipped my car 3 times today when I switched my livery.
Yeah,
that's real. I did. That.
It is true.
I was
It does
driving
have
up
that
Mount.
effect.
I was driving up Mount Chiliad, and I got within a 5-foot proximity of a tree, and the tree began eating my car, and it couldn't move anymore.
Yeah.
That's good.
So that's kind of that's at least my
What's
week.
new in my neck of woods? I've not been around near as much. Last night was a little bit
Tessa.
busy back home, and well,
Hi, Tessa.
Hey, Tessa.
I did. I haven't messed up and said my old call sign, so that's going for me.
Oh,
Nice.
you're ahead of Tommy on that one. He's been saying
Yeah.
451 all the time.
No, I actually, I've almost lost the 405 completely. I've
Okay.
thought
I think-
about saying it a few times, but I have not verbally said it.
I think I said 498 once, and that was like my first day actually on duty. But since then, I don't think of.
What else? I'm digging the bucket hat. I'm probably, you guys are probably gonna start seeing me more with the bucket hat.
I like the
I'll be
bucket hat.
honest.
I think it's good.
I like that. Yeah, I think it looks good.
And I haven't really seen many Rangers wearing it, so or
I
any
think,
really.
I think from time to time Flop wears it, but that's about it.
Yeah, but I can bully Flop. It's okay.
Oh yeah, I'm also still working on trying
Yeah.
to break the I look like flop stereotype.
Yeah, that's
Try.
happened quite a bit with me. They was like,
Okay.
oh, you're Flop, and I'm like, no, it's me, Casanova.
I feel like you look nothing like Flop.
It's the campaign hat. People see
It's the
the
campaign
and
hat.
they think flop.
Basically, if you look at Maple, but imagine me wearing it, that I get flopped all the time, even by criminals. Even by criminals, like it's not
Everybody in
just
the
PD
meeting
being
last night.
Flopping around.
No,
Yeah,
think
everyone
it's
at the
the-
meeting last night was telling me that I need to grow my beard out.
Yeah, I think it's the campaign hat mixed with the beard and how you tuck your hair up under there. You throw some glasses on top of that to obscure a few facial features. I can see it.
yeah, but I'm blue glasses always. Like these don't change,
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
I
got the
haven't
dad
changed in
glasses,
like
the dad sunglasses.
3.5 years, kind of deal.
Okay. Today I think Lucy, was today your first Ranger day?
Today's my first Ranger day. Well, last
Okay.
night, me and Maple went. I had a thing I've been working on, and I grabbed Maple to come over with me. There's a grow I've been looking into called Sissica OG. It's growing over on Simone Island or Pirate Island, whatever you call it. It's a consistent like 50 plants. They stopped growing for the last few days, but we've been checking it out. And me and Billy Billington have been trying to go around round the clock. He gets AU EU, or I get NA into AU.
Oh yeah, Billy told me about that one day y'all were on that.
Yeah,
'Cause he asked if I wanted to join.
we're trying to lock it in and get exactly when they're growing it because their harvesting time is weird. But yeah, so there's a few little things I'm working on. I'm always doing weed stuff. So
Okay.
aside from that, though, yeah, today's my first like actual real Ranger day.
Okay. Well,
How does it make you feel?
I was gonna say, first and foremost, let's do the introduction. I'm not sure who all was and wasn't at the custody battle that we had with the PBSO, but the Queen of the Forest went up against the under sheriff of the PBSO. in a head-to-head custody battle. What was that? 2 days ago now? 3 days ago? Something like that.
It's 2 days.
And yeah, ultimately the determination by the court was a joint custody agreement. So on the earlier half of the week, Lucian's going to be operating under the PBSO. On the later half, he's going to be operating under the Rangers. And somewhere in between, or any extra days that may pop up, there's going to be some SDSO days as well, because they showed up like an hour into the case and threw their hat in the ring for custody. Like a aunt that thinks the parents aren't good enough.
Yep. Weirdly, they were well behaved. I didn't think they'd be so well behaved.
Oh, they had McReal. McReal's the most well behaved of all of the SDSO.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, ultimately, actually, before we even had a verdict, we pulled Stubble to the side. Things got heated during the case. I'm not gonna lie. They said some things they shouldn't. We said some things we shouldn't. But at the end, even before we had a verdict, we had an agreement amongst each other. So we were we were on the same page with our sister departments. And Lucian's been doing ranger stuff pretty much the entire time that he's been a police officer anyway. I think he's been out in the hills more than probably 2 or 3 of us combined. So it's exciting to have him 50% aboard with it.
I'm going to make you guys proud. Also, Scully came in with a bombshell.
Yeah, I was going to mention that.
Scully, yeah, do you want to talk about it, Maple?
No, you can talk about it. It was me.
Yeah,
It was a bombshell for you, right?
Yeah, they called up Scully because the whole point of the call up with Scully was to kind of like see what who really knew me kind of thing. And Scully comes up and she's talking about how she's known me since she actually helped pull me out of Humane Lab. She's ridden with me a bunch. We're very close. We've kind of come up together in a sense, which is good because I think it's really good to have people in your cadet phase that you come up with and grow kind of parallel with each other. She's like, but I've never seen Lucian more happy and more excited than when a fishing tournament pops up or he gets to go up north and look for weed and do ranger shit. And she was screaming it. It was great. It was a bombshell.
Yeah, that is true. She pulled a good proper third imposter in there. Like she had me in the first half, and then the second half it just blew us away.
Yeah. But she was right. I'm not gonna. Everything she said was true. So, yeah, I appreciate you guys. I'm very thankful and I'm very excited.
One thing I will caution you on about Simone/Pirate Island, my understanding is that is private property.
Yes.
So obviously we have airspace rights and anything that you can observe from our oceanic territory around it and stuff like that. Yeah, that can give you all the PC that you need to actually enter that private property. Just kind of make sure you've got that beforehand. Otherwise, things might get sticky.
It's a very specific spot we're looking at. We'll usually look for Air 1. If we don't have Air 1, we take a boat out, get around the island. And if I was talking to Kovacic about it, very, very worst case scenario, there's a very specific spot in which we would be looking. I still would caution to even go up there on it, but Luca's like, hey, if you just go up on that specific spot, if you can't see it because it's kind of plain view, to do it, but I'm not really willing to catch a trespassing for that. We can see it pretty much it's pretty much plain view though from the water there.
I will say Nick Simone's kind of a Karen. He's the one who owns that island. However, if you think he's uninvolved, if you think these people are doing it without his permission, you can always strike up an agreement with him too, because he is, despite being a Karen, he's also a very reasonable individual. So,
yeah, I've been thinking about it. I want to get one more. I want to get a third grow there, a solid pattern, and then from there, if we can't catch anyone harvesting or anything, if we really feel the need to, then maybe go to Nick. But we have no leads right now, honestly. So at that point, if he were to even be involved, which we don't think he would be, but just weighing up pros and cons, it's a shot.
Yeah, you'd be kind of rolling the dice on it, but up to you since you're the primary on it.
Hell yeah.
And as to the thing that Maple brought up, Talia Puff has been a thorn in our side for the better part of the last, 6 weeks or so. She has been known to hang dead animals outside of the ranger station, shove pelts into our mailbox, kidnap our employees, stab our employees, attempt and successfully commit arson on various properties. So general caution is advised. I don't believe she's directly affiliated with, but she does have family that rolls with the Bang Boys.
She
And
has rode with them from time to time, but I don't know if she's just sometimes on her own, sometimes with them.
I will say during some of the more heinous stuff, I haven't seen like Tommy or any of the Bang Boys like aiding or assisting her during that. Like she hasn't had like a Bang Boy
Yeah.
getaway helping her get away from her like arson attempts or anything. At least not that I'm aware of.
Oh, also, she didn't try to blow up Malarkey's house. She did blow up Malarkey's house.
Well, I said both both attempted and actual because she has attempted such things in the past for our communications. So
She threatened me.
So let's be sure that we are charging her appropriately. I do intend on pursuing serial assaults and killings on her. That
Ooh.
does require the stipulations for that to be met, which is 3 counts of attempted first or first degree. So if you do see her being a psychopath, please charge her accordingly.
10-4.
and if I'm not mistaken, I think we're at 2 incidents at this point. So if we get
Yes.
her for a third, try to contact Tessa so that everything can kind of be laid out from there. Because we don't want a double jeopardy issue if we charge her and send her up, and then we're waiting on a fourth after that. Okay. Lennon, is there anything from the very long acronym group?
If you have a significant other, a family member that supports you, just get him a ranger hat. That's the best way. What? What?
Pick up.
Oh, if you have a significant other or a family member and they want to support you, just grab them a ranger hat. That's the best way. I'm trying to come up with a couple of things right now to kind of get everybody together, seeing what I can do. But right now, the best way that you can be a member of a support group is have your family member rock that ranger green.
What if I ain't got no one, but I got a goldfish back home?
Just no.
Yeah.
No, just the color green. No. No fault. No.
Wait, hold on. Do we make cute little tiny animal hats? Because I think I'd get one of them for Rodney.
We could see about that, but just if you are handing out a hat, I would prefer that it not be the campaign hat.
Yeah.
That's okay if you've already done so. I would just prefer it be the cap or possibly even the a cowboy hat. I don't know why. I feel like the campaign hat is a little bit more official.
Yeah.
And also make sure that they're not identifying themselves as park rangers in any capacity, because they can get in trouble for that. So just make sure that if you do hand out a hat, it does come with stipulations.
Sounds good.
That reminds me, I actually need to talk to Tips because City's wearing a hat, and I want to make sure that she doesn't wear that hat when she's hanging around the clowns,
Clowning
if that
around.
makes sense. Yes.
I think,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, have a chat with her. I think Sooty normally dons her mask and kind of changes things up a bit when she's just rolling
Yeah.
with clowns. So.
I would personally prefer all of the members of the support group to wear just the baseball cap because that's what I usually wear.
Yeah.
This is just a special special thing that I'm wearing right now.
Okay.
Because yeah, we don't want anybody in trouble. We're here to support. We're here to be cheerleaders. We're not here to, like get in trouble. So.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Queen of the Forest, you got anything for our Rangers before we pass the talking stick over to our mayoral candidate?
I did want to mention that in my office there is a little storage box. If you have anything that you need stored that's not obviously anything illegal, You can put it in there. I believe we all have access to it. You should be able to use the lock. It's behind my desk on the shelf. So if you have like maybe an item that you want to share amongst the rangers, you can utilize that. You're more than welcome. It's not a private lockbox or anything for just me.
Sweet.
Oh, speaking of that, that actually got me thinking, because one of the uses that I have had for that in the past, in the event that you apprehend a poacher, or somebody that's hunting without a license, and you take their pelts from them, you are permitted, once they have been fully documented and put into the report, you are permitted to take those pelts and sell them, because otherwise, if they sit in the locker for too long, they will just disintegrate and become useless anyway. So one of the perks of what we do up there is that if you catch somebody who has shot a murder kitty, you can take everything except for that murder kitty pelt. If they've got any deer or coyote or anything like that, you can take it up to the animal arc where they can make better use of it than we can. So if you find yourself in possession of those, you can keep those in the box upstairs too, because sometimes you gotta let them dry out a little bit before animal arc will take them.
Lucian, I've
Yes.
also added you to the family business, and to the scouts program.
I already
thing.
added him to the scouts.
Heck yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that. I may have added him a second time then.
Sweet, thank
But
you.
anyway,
Is that the where they the I'll let you explain it.
Well, so essentially, the family business, we're a religion, sperm bank business, family owned and operated. Don't worry about the name of the business. Blame Jonathan. And you should be able to wake up here at Beaverbush now.
Oh, sweet.
You'll also have parking directly along the
just
row of
over there.
posts to the west there.
Awesome. Thank you.
The Scouts program is something it's a little bit more unique. We offer that to individuals who are seeking to either reclaim a hunting license or who have violated their contract with Polito Pets in some way. So, for instance, if somebody's got a poaching charge, but it's 6 months old, and they've kind of shown, a bit of a curve back from that sort of activity, so they're looking for some sort of rehabilitation so they can reacquire their licenses, or so that they can adopt an animal. That is something that we offer. It's also how we charge for temporary licenses. So you use that business to charge them the $500 per day.
Okay. And so Scouts program is more of a rehabilitative program, less of a civilian role that people who may like say, gosh, what's her name? She has all the cute little plushies. She's always up there.
Sammy.
Sammy, yes.
Yes.
Semi mustard, right? Not like people like that we see up there frequently or anything. It's more rehabilitative.
We do have some civilians who help out with the Scouts program. As a matter of fact, Sammy is somebody that I've recommended to Louise to try to put them in contact with each other, because I think Sammy would be great for it.
She's amazing.
But Tessa and Louise are both pretty particular about who we bring on. So it's better to kind of get like a direct interface with one of the leaders.
Sweet. Perfect. And then shoot, I had one more question. I'll probably remember it.
Also, to the newer people, we can issue temporary hunting and fishing licenses. Just make sure you check their records. And then you can, in your MDW, do one of these. And you just enter the information into the fields, and then you charge them $500 for the day for the Scouts program. And they will receive a piece of paper from you, and that piece of paper is a temporary hunting license.
And I was telling them earlier, the max I usually do is 72.
Yeah, I wouldn't really go any higher than that without command approval, just because we encourage people to get the longer term licenses because it's cheaper and it's more convenient, and it's less messy. But in a pinch, it can help. So
Awesome.
Yeah, I mean, like I said before, during those late shift 2, early shift 3 hours, you will have people 311ing asking to meet with a ranger to grab a temp license because they can't find a judge. So those individuals, I'll usually give them the full 3 days. If it's somebody that you just happen to bump into out there and their license has expired, I'll usually give them like a 24 or a 48 and encourage them to go visit like a court clerk or something.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I don't see a lot of people like illegally fishing that much. It's more of poaching, like hunting and stuff. So
yeah. Check weapon licenses too, and if they don't have one, you can still issue one, but they do need to be informed that they can't hunt with a rifle. They have to have somebody else with a weapon license there.
it's good to know.
Yeah, typically what we encourage is if they've got the hunting license but not a weapons license, they're good to bait, they're good to skin, they're good to take the pelts with them, but they can't shoot the gun. So they need somebody else up there for that part.
Cool.
And if you guys are interested in the Scouts program and want to help out, I would appreciate it if you guys would shadow with another ranger that does know how to do it. It's very simple. We have a Scouts Discord. I will invite you to it as needed. Just let me know if you need to be invited to it and stuff, and I'll get that done. And then I would like you guys just to shadow someone that does know how to do it. So if you want to do it on your own, you'll be more comfortable. And then also the ambassador program. If that's something that you are interested in, I do need you guys to kind of show an interest. There's not always going to be ambassadors available, but we do offer that to people who are very interested in having access to an exotic, but that's something that you guys are going to have to really pursue with me.
What exactly is that?
It's the ambassador program. So we have, you know how I have Pickles the coyote, and Bundy here has Rodney.
Yeah, yeah.
Rodney's right here
It's
actually.
stuff like that. Ziggy has Beyonce, the mountain lion. Flop has Sandal, the coyote. In the past, Dulio had Soup the raccoon. So, we get rehabilitation projects here at the Rangers, but I need to make sure that the people taking them on are able to actually care for them. So, there's a vetting process with that, and if you're interested in it, you can apply for it, and it's kind of like a certification.
Sounds good.
Oh, and if y'all see a raccoon wandering around here, that's probably just Norman.
Yeah.
Me and Flop rescued him out of the prison. They were trying to kill him.
Jesus Christ! What? Why?
Yeah, he was digging through the trash up there, and the DOC were insistent that he was trespassing. So Flop scooped him out of there. Lennon gave him a vet checkup. We got Balto to look him over too. He's got a little. I don't even really know what to call it. He's got like a little box set up in the tree directly behind the ranger station. If he happens to have any human bones on him, for one, that's why I call him Norman. It's an inside joke. But the other one, I'm pretty sure he's just a grave robber. I'm gonna be honest.
Every animal has their job. I'm not going to stop him from doing his.
Oh, and if you bump into
Alright.
any scenes up in the Vinewood Hills, because I know Rangers cross over with BTF quite a bit, sometimes you may encounter what appears to be animals digging through trash in houses or like scratching on doors. There's about a 75% chance that's not an animal, that's the clowns.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
Yeah.
They tricked me into thinking that a Chatterbox was a golden retriever the other day, and I was not happy. When I went to go pet him, and he was just slobbering like a. I didn't like that.
Ew.
I didn't like it.
Alright, well, I don't have any other updates, so I know we did bring Max here for a reason. I don't know if anyone else has any announcements before we get into that.
I'm good.
All right, floor is all yours, Max.
Alrighty. Well, hello. My name is Maximilian Angel, for those that don't know me. I'm a current deputy mayor for Mayor Jones. And today I'm here to talk about my campaign. If you guys want, I can go over a few of my campaign points, but the main reason I'm here is because I want to know what the Rangers need from a mayor. And what you guys are specifically looking for in a mayor.
I don't know how involved you're expecting to be in the legislative side of things, but would you be pursuing things like, getting legislation changed in any capacity? Because we've had some issues in the past with other mayors not really assisting with pushing for that kind of stuff as needed, and a lot of that fell on the wayside. And everyone that I've really ever talked to about it has said that there's always delays, there's issues and things, and I don't really know what the hang up is there, but is that something you intend to try and fix?
I will definitely look into pushing legislation that needs to be pushed. Is there anything specific that you guys have been looking to push?
Well, I've got some stuff specifically about licensure. Um, I do want to pursue things like maybe an advanced hunting license and also uh, a pet license for people that might be getting access to exotics and things like that.
Ooh, pet license is actually a good idea. There is a lot of pet owners in the city after all.
I've run into some issues where there's some people around that don't have a contract with Polito Pets, and their pets technically. It's hard for us to seize those pets without encountering a lot of pushback and red tape. Um, and so if people are, in violation of certain things, we don't really have recourse on paper to allow us to seize those pets if it ever comes up and it's ever necessary. So, with the addition of a pet license or an exotics license, even, that kind of covers those animals and allows us to make sure that they are being cared for properly.
Maybe it could be a license either specifically given out by the Rangers or by Polito Pets, or even both, like having to get confirmation from both.
Yeah, that would be ideal for me.
That's definitely something I can look into. I don't know the full process of pushing legislation personally at the moment. I think it's got something to do with the senators. But it's something I'm going to learn, and I do definitely want to push some legislative changes. It's actually what I wanted to bring to you guys today. It's been brought to me during the campaign.
What's that?
Apparently, people have been burying bodies in parks. Like
What?
the dog park in Vinewood, the one with like the play area. Apparently, someone was buried there recently. As in, like, there was a funeral and everything.
Huh.
Do you know who?
Are you talking about Jeffy?
I believe it was a doctor.
Jeffy wasn't buried there. He was all cremated and stuff. They just had his wake or whatever you want to call it there.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. The
Yeah,
way it's brought to me is that he was buried there.
No, that's misinformation.
Okay.
Okay. But still, technically, I don't think there's any legislation saying that people can't just bury people wherever. There's no specific grounds designated for burying the dead. So I was wondering if that's some sort of legislation that could be pushed. Or at least in the city. Up north, maybe be a different question.
Maybe people need to get permits for specific locations.
I thought you guys would be the best people to talk to for that.
I thought there was a company that owned the crematorium or the cream. What is it? Crematorium? What do you call it? I don't know. No, maybe not the cemetery, but like more specific. It was me immersion, right?
Yeah.
They were trying to get me to buy a grave plot one time.
Yeah.
There
There
might be
is
a
a
private
few
company that
funeral
owns it.
places. Like there's That's Life, which owns the graveyard by what's it by, like by the golf course? That's graveyard.
Yeah, that one.
But there is a few other different funeral homes around town too. I just think it'd be good if there was like designated areas, like maybe nowhere in the city, but maybe up north be a bit more leeway, as long as there's permission behind it. That's something I did want to look into.
Yeah, I know. I know another issue that we've bumped into as well. Did the differences between the animal violations fully get sorted with the most recent penal code changes? I guess we've got the misdemeanor and the felony levels now.
Is it just specific wording?
Well, the issue that we're bumping into is that some people. There's a pretty big difference between, I don't know, shooting a dog on the south side and hanging rabbits outside of the ranger station, for instance. So we've bumped into, and I don't know how we would legislate this. It's probably something that we need to like kind of sit down and talk about. But let's say repetitive violent behavior and patterns that are being demonstrated by certain individuals that it's almost like they're animal serial killers.
I mean, could it be a case where you maybe like first degree and second degree could be implemented?
Possibly, yeah. Or just like one that kind of wraps up like you've committed this singular felony so many times that now you're getting hit a little harder with it.
There is charges like that for other charges, right?
Yeah, it's kind of how like
if it's just repeated.
Yeah, kind of like how like the drug charges work. You know, like felony possession or felony possession with intent to distribute, or you know, it kind of ratchets up on a scale.
Maybe animal cruelty with intent to harm or something like that.
Yeah,
you're talking about scaling for unlawful taking?
More for some of the like crazier stuff that people are doing, where they're like skinning them and leaving the freaking skins like in rangers' mailboxes, or
that's creepy.
Like mutilating the animal in some way.
So like desecration of a corpse, but for animals.
Yeah, potentially. There's there's a lot of legislative ideas that kind of float through the Rangers since we deal with such a niche area.
Yeah, quite unique. Ones that other departments might not think about or have to deal with, really.
I mean, we could do. It could be like something along the lines of. I wouldn't say mutilation, but I mean felony animal. Like, I guess manslaughter is literally man. Let me see.
I mean, it could be animal cruelty, right?
Maybe like serial animal cruelty.
Serial animal cruelty
we have
could be
misdemeanor and felony, so yeah, it could be.
If it is a repeated offense, and then just go a bit harder with it.
I'm looking to see what the terminology is on other animal cruelty laws to see if there's one that sticks.
That is very gross that someone's doing that.
I mean, it could just be like first degree animal cruelty, something just similar to what we all know. Anyways,
just a little bit of changing of the wording, maybe.
Yeah.
That is definitely something I can bring forward to Crane. We actually did get to change something this term in that regards with the unlawful parking. So it includes the parking meters, because apparently didn't do that before. So changing one like that is definitely possible. I also will say some other things have been brought to me by other PD members is that of pay. I understand that the pay isn't really the best at the moment. Apparently there's been some issues with bonuses.
So the police department hasn't received a bonus, to the best of my knowledge, in about 3 months, which means that we've been essentially paying for all of our own gas and everything.
We get bonuses?
Well, yeah, once upon a time we did. We're also getting paid comparatively to some of the other sister departments in government, about half.
Got you. Yeah, I understand that. In terms of like the hourly pay is like 1.5k, right? But you guys have a lot of stuff that you need to buy during on duty.
Yeah, I mean,
I think
for
1.5k is pushing for what
yeah,
we're getting paid
for
right.
comparison, whenever Lennon and I go to pick up our paychecks, we work roughly the same hours. And if I pick up 60,000, she'll pick up 90 or 95.
Got you.
I'm sorry.
Well, actually, I briefly looked into that actually because I was curious about it. Apparently, there was a limit of 1.5k per hour for government employees. Like, it couldn't be increased any higher than that. Whether that's changed since the document I looked at has changed, I'd have to look into. But it could be that maybe you guys were never even brought up to the 1.5k, which I still think is pretty low in this economy.
Yeah, I mean, comparatively, workers at Uwu, for instance, have told me they make somewhere between $8,000 and $10,000 an hour at a good time.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah, anywhere with receipts makes roughly about 9,600 an hour.
I when the restructure was happening, I took a part-time job at Autos. In those 2 months, I made more money than I ever had in the PD in my entire employment.
But I mean, I'll be honest. I think a general pay increase is probably good for the PD wide. I'm also not entirely sure that a lot of the Rangers are like super duper concerned about it.
I think we can do. I mean, the equipment alone sounds like it costs quite a bit, as well as fuel, since you guys are like constantly driving around.
I think fuel's kind of the biggest thing because the PD budgets do pay for vehicle repairs and things like that, and honestly, our armory equipment not too expensive. But
It does add up over time, especially the
Yeah.
repair kits. Repair kits are incredibly expensive, and we have to
Yeah.
use them pretty frequently.
And a tank of gas is about $1,000. So if you're spending a significant amount of time driving around or chasing cars, then
How much are you guys buying the repair kits, if you don't mind me asking? How much for?
It's over
Like
1,000. It's like
11.52, I think.
yeah, 11.
Really?
In our armory
Hold
or
on.
at
In our
all
armory, yeah.
autos?
I'll go check.
In our
I'm
armory,
pretty sure
it's
the armory's 11.50.
11.50.
Might be the same at the Mega Mall or U-Tool.
Yeah, however,
at
storefronts do get it cheaper.
They're 8.50 or something at either not necessarily storefronts, but at autos.
750 at Harmony.
Yeah,
I believe.
because they can recycle them.
I mean, maybe it could be a case where we can designate some of the budget to buying repair kits for PD. Like making a deal with one of the mechanic shops.
So the mechanic shops actually do provide repair kits when we go in for a repair. I actually don't purchase them too frequently because I get one every time that I repair my car, and I do that daily.
$1 off.
I mean, I would assume that's just a matter of negotiating with the mechanic shop so that if we need additional ones, we can pick up 2 instead of 1, or whatever.
You guys already do work with the mechanic shops anyway, right? Like with getting free repairs and stuff like that. So maybe
Yeah.
it's just like just a change to the deal that can be made.
There have been a lot of different storefronts of late that apparently need to speak with budget people because our PD budget apparently is falling apart right now.
Yeah, I need to find out who
think
handles
we
the
got
budget.
that sorted. We should be okay now, and if they do need to be paid, they can reach out to anyone from High Command.
Perfect. It's Malton that handles the PD budget with the mayorship at the moment, I believe.
Yeah, at the moment.
Do you think it might be better if we go to maybe specific budgets for each department, or do you think Malton would still be better for that? Like just one person
I think
that all departments go
having
to?
one person over it all is probably a better idea because we tried the split department thing and it was a mess.
Oh, right. I'll keep doing
Because
it that way then.
no one was communicating, which is a tale as old as time. And it turned out that, departments that didn't need stuff were getting huge payments that they didn't need, including ours, actually. And then departments were suffering because they needed that money but didn't have it. So it was kind of a mess.
Lord.
Got you. Okay, so probably the system that we've got at the moment is still the best way to do it.
I think it would be for the best just to have one person who's aware of what's going on, just having things distributed properly to people as needed, because that's kind of how it should happen, so that it doesn't get all convoluted and people aren't hoarding a mountain of
Who
gold.
the heck
you
is
know?
that?
What?
There was someone just driving over the hill.
Oh, people drive around here all the time.
Right there. I seen him. Sorry, I'm on edge. The other night when I was on duty, Talia was up on the hilltop.
Oh,
watching.
okay.
Well, there's a lot of us, and we all got guns.
Yeah,
So.
we'll keep an eye out.
I'll scream at him and make him make
It
myself
was like
cry.
black.
He'll feel
Haven't
bad.
gotten my
The vehicle, it was
replacement yet.
dark. Yeah, my gun's not looking too hot, so you
I've
guys
just
have
been-
to protect me.
I've been politely asking people to not shoot me, and it's been helping. They get taken off and thrown off by it.
Please don't shoot me, and then they just don't.
All
Hey
right,
guys,
well,
please don't
to-
shoot.
I shoot a lot of people.
We're hitting B&E time as well as mountain patrol time. So Max, the question I've got for you: you've been the deputy mayor for what, 3 different mayors so far?
2 different mayors. Being for
2.
Andy and for Budo.
Okay. What, if anything, do you intend on doing differently than them?
So, whilst I know this is kind of a promise that pretty much every mayor since it's closed has made, but I do want to bring back the farmers market. It is actually possible now. Construction has pop-up tents that they can put around. There's actually quite a few in Legion Square at the moment because there's going to be a job fair tomorrow. And my plan is to run the farmers market every Friday through Sunday in different locations around the city. I don't think bringing it back on a daily basis would really work too well. So I want to try and make it more of an event at the end of the week that people can go to in hopes that it can bring maybe some sort of vibe of the farmers market back.
Okay. I did like the farmers market. That's where I used to get lunch all the time back when Bogan's was still open.
Yeah, there's always some good spots down there. I feel they haven't really returned, unfortunately. But the hopes would be that it would be a nice community spot that people can go to. And, you know, maybe having it in different locations will make it feel fresh for some people. Like Vespucci, Grapeseed, those sort of areas. But also, this is something I do want to look into is maybe make some changes to the way people drive, because at the moment, no one's driving the speed limit.
Yeah,
it's,
I think there's probably I've heard the idea floated before past town halls of like slightly increasing the speed limit, or one that was being pushed somewhat frequently was treating stoplights as though they
No.
are stop signs. But I think any
No.
kind of moderate change where people don't feel like they're kind of dragging themselves through the streets might encourage more. I think a combination of harsher penalties, so if you do break it, but also more lax restrictions would probably be helpful in my opinion.
The speed I was thinking of was maybe 55. That's the one that's I've been floating around.
What do you think about
Faster, but not
55,
too
Tessa?
fast.
I think 45 or 55 would be fine, provided that we can continue to have people stopping at the red lights, because I don't think that's ever going to be a solution I'll be amicable to, and I wish no one had ever brought it up ever, because it's stupid.
Well, my
Sorry,
thought behind
it's
the...
a sensitive
I think they're
topic.
gonna speed regardless.
I respect your opinion, as you handle the driving school, right?
Yeah.
So you're
Sorry.
saying I shouldn't present burning all the red lights and stop lights down?
No.
Okay, I won't. I was trying to get a permit for the burn, but
I could just call Michael Simone and we'll see if we can get them all just replaced with stop signs.
I mean, if we replace them all with stop signs, maybe that'd be different. But I got issue with treating them like stop signs. That's gonna cause so many collisions.
It probably would, yeah. Because then what if someone has the green light on one side going through, but the other person's going through still because they stopped at a stop sign, but then saw
but it's a
okay.
four-way stop.
Yeah.
All lights are a stop sign.
I think,
four-way stop. But then you got the awkward moment of you all pulled up at the same time. Who goes first?
It's
right.
I don't expect etiquette in the
It's
city.
right.
No, it's left.
Yes, it is. It's the right malarkey.
Right
Tessa,
malarkey.
tell him, please.
Left
That
always
why
goes
everybody
left.
honks at me?
Yes.
because left always goes left.
Well, my idea with the speed limit change is just that very few people follow it these days, and if one more person follows the speed limit and doesn't go like 160 miles per hour through the city because of it, I'd be happy.
Yeah, I think the speeding laws would need to be renegotiated because right now it's like 35 over and then 35 to
Yeah.
49 over, and then the next category up from there.
I
So
think
for the
it's
speed
quite
limit,
low for it
it's
too, right?
yeah, it's I think a $350 fine per
Yeah, the
category.
fines need to go up, in my opinion. That's
Yeah.
something
Way
that
up,
I'm
way up.
very
I think the
yes
points need to go up so people go to
agreed.
driving school.
Agreed.
Yeah, I
Points and
think
fines increase.
It's a give and take.
Yeah, I think on our end, if it's becoming more lax with the speed limit being a little higher, then higher fines, higher points. Maybe even the points just stay on longer. Maybe I don't know how possible that is these days.
How long do they stay on at the moment? Is it 30
A
days?
month, yeah.
Yep, 30
Yeah.
days.
First degree
It's a
speeding.
30-day period.
First degree speeding, which is more than 55 miles an hour, is only $1,125 for 3 points on a license.
Which, if the speed limit were increased to 55 in city limits, that means you'd have to be doing 130 down city streets in order for that to even be applicable.
Yeah.
You just got to adjust it accordingly.
Yep, just got to slide the
Yeah.
scale.
Another thing that people have been kind of complaining to me about is our blanket charge, the one for robbery of a financial institution. Has no points added to a license, which is understandable because it's a blanket charge and not every single one of them was the reckless evader. But I don't know. We need to figure out how to add points to the person who was driving.
Maybe there could just be like an extra stipulation to it, where it is the driver gets points, as long as it's defined who the driver is.
You would need to drop
Yeah.
evading from the robbery of a financial charge as listed, and then reckless evading would
That
need to be
yeah,
added
that's kind of what I was thinking is the easiest solution.
That or you could always compromise because I think reckless evading is 3 points. If the charge itself came with 2, regardless of your participation, you still participated in that vehicle flying down the road. So 2 points on your license would probably be acceptable.
It's still part of it as a team. You were complicit to it.
Exactly. You knew that car was going to go 130 down city streets when you were trying to escape in it, and just
Yeah,
because
when
you were
you're
the
robbing the bank,
passenger
you're not
doesn't
going the
change
speed
that.
limit. All right, that's definitely one that'd be interesting to look into. It sounds like it just needs kind of a bit of a wording adjustment then, so that people can actually get charged with it better.
Also, the misuse of a rental vehicle doesn't come with any points on the license, which I find disturbing.
Really? I've actually had a few people come to me about the rental vehicles. Someone had either just gone completely, or some have it moved down to the airport instead. Make it a bit more inconvenient to grab one, since they're getting misused quite a bit.
I can see why it doesn't have points.
Yeah, I personally don't think that that's too weird because if you're misusing the rental vehicle, like if you're evading in it, for instance, you're going to catch the points for evading regardless, right?
Yeah.
And to be completely transparent, I'm not super interested in even applying that charge to anybody other than people who are renting, I don't know, limos or buses to block an
there.
alleyway in or something stupid like that.
Sorry for disturbing. Tessa, did anyone mess with Key recently or anything? I can't sign up anymore. And I was on the
mess
PD
with
train
what?
initially. With PD keys and access. I can sign in right now. I tried taking an app, I tried
Okay.
remote signing in, and I just can't sign in. I don't have access to the PD train anymore as well, so...
The PD channels?
No, the PD train. So I can't sign in at all.
Their keys
I
are
can't go on
gone.
duty. Yep.
Oh.
You were fired?
Ooh. Casanova, you want to tell them?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh god. No.
Remember all that
guys.
shit you talked to me in the
Oh,
mission
no.
row by the
In the middle of
bullpen?
the FTL session, guys, please.
Same.
Well,
Oh god.
there's us
Lucian.
knowing you orally.
God.
Good
Please.
luck on your future endeavor.
Oh well.
What was your badge number again?
533. Yeah, sorry for disturbing your meeting, guys. I just
That's
I'm
okay.
in the middle of a session. So.
That's a pretty important thing. You're fine.
Yeah.
Tessa, you want me to reach out to Stubble just to make sure we're good to fix whatever error may have occurred?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't remotely get on duty either, so.
Someone else had that issue recently too. Um.
I had a
Although
thing
it
where
was
my
slightly
ticket,
different.
my ticket for being an officer says non-solo cadet now, but I don't think it changes anything. I had something.
It does change something. I think non-solo cadets have their own little, trend, and then beyond, like.
Yeah.
Wait, you have a non-solo cadet ticket, Lucian?
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, it does make a difference actually.
I don't think it makes a difference, but that changed recently.
I was gonna ask if you have 3 sets of keys now, Lucian.
No.
I could maybe give you like temporary keys for the day.
Yeah, that'll work.
I'm gonna
But
be
also it's
honest.
only temporarily.
I've never given out like the actual keys to anyone.
Oh, I see.
I don't know how to do it.
That's okay.
I wonder if I can still do that.
If you just want to tell me how to do it, I'll see if I can.
I know how. I might know how, Tessa.
When was your last time on duty?
I was on duty for like 2 hours. I head popped and I wake up and I can't use my key anymore and I can't go on duty anymore. So I come to the ranger station to sign the book and I can do it. And
Weird.
after I take a nap, I see that I can't choose the PD train anymore as well.
Are you able to go on your MDW and sign on duty and duty on your W?
No, I just can't go on duty.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Have a look at your email there, Tessa.
Yeah, I sent it over
Okay.
as well.
That should handle that.
Casanova to the rescue.
I'm just a ranger.
Thank God for you, Casanova.
Hey,
Alright.
Aurelia,
What's
you're
your,
good.
Oh,
What's your
thank you.
state ID?
I knew the bucket had something special about it.
Stubble already fixed it up, Tessa. It should be.
Fuck
Okay.
you, Lucian.
All right, perfect. Yeah, we're at the ranger station. We're having our meeting.
Oh, look, it's
Aurelia!
Oh, hey,
Hey,
Stubbs.
Stubble!
Hey,
She does.
Rangers.
Did you
Hey,
come up to
Stubble.
fire, Aurelia?
No, whoever did the roster put some non-solo cadets. It was a roster error. So.
Thank you for fixing
Oh,
it.
is
I
that
just came on
why?
duty now. Thank you.
Is that why I have a non-solo cadet?
That was a
ticket?
mistake, exactly.
Wait, do you?
I do.
Oh,
Okay.
I don't think it
Well, thank
changes
you for your assistance, guy. Have a nice day.
it does.
No problem.
Let's go, Hunter. Yay, I'm up again. Not fired, for real.
Unfired.
Not fired.
Yeah.
Woohoo.
Neat.
Look very
I
nice
learned
in
a
your
thing.
green. All right, your rank's fixed.
Oh,
All right, enjoy your
Thank
animal
you.
talk.
Tessa, I still technically have the ability to hire people if you want to change that.
Nah, that's fine.
Well, I
Nice,
don't want to keep you
Tessa.
guys here forever, so if you do have like any other questions or anything like that, my line is always open. I'm on the Yellow Pages and the DOJ app.
I have a
Alright.
question. This might
Oh,
be
what's up?
talked about already. Is there ever, and this is kind of like a question as while we're talking about charges, is there ever any sort of idea of like a scaling poaching, how we have unlawful taking? I know it was changed from poaching to unlawful taking, but say someone is like caught, say like how felony with intent, 3 times felony with intent is drug trafficking, where it's like multiple cases of unlawful taking can be a higher poaching charge that would go on the docket or something like that, or say like a large, say you find someone with 10 or like 6 on alligator snapping turtles at 1, or like a gill net, X amount of gill nets being used, or some sort of like heinous animal cruelty or unlawful taking, as like a higher up poaching charge, that would be like, example like 100K or something like that.
Like a serial charge.
Yeah. For like rangers to have like an investigatory, ending of like a case to build up.
I think that could definitely go into what we were talking about earlier with the issue with people skinning the rabbits and putting in mailboxes and stuff
Yeah.
like that. I think something similar
Yeah.
like that to go alongside it would be good.
I don't know. That's more of a Tessa question because I know you changed from poaching to unlawful taking.
Yeah, so the reason I did that was because people were considering like hunting without a license or things like that as poaching, which I could understand because, if you're hunting uh, on someone's property or something, technically, in most jurisdictions, that is considered poaching if you don't have a hunting license. But since we had a little bit different of a situation here in the city, we did have to alter things a little bit to make it less confusing for people. Um, I do want to try and pursue something that's kind of like serial assaults and killings, but for animal related crime, which I think that would probably encompass repetitive poaching, heinous stuff going on.
Yeah.
Talia Puff is probably one of the people that would be the person to create that case law, but since she's moved on to people, as well as animals, it's going to be easier for us to pursue that on her. Initially, she was only targeting pets. So
Yeah.
I do think it might be worthwhile just to get something like that going. That is another piece of legislation I might be trying to push down the pipeline at some point. But yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, it could give rangers something to like have as like a bigger investigatory thing, but also punish habitual, we'll say poachers. But I also know that, we don't really have a bunch of people legally fishing or like a bunch of people illegally hunting. So, I know there's a give and take there.
Um, one thing that I have noticed that has kind of impacted things a lot, and I don't know if this is. It's a hard conversation to have. It's a little awkward, but I do think that restaurants have been receiving meat from different means aside from hunting, and that has completely killed a lot of our job.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's something the mayor's office can maybe put regulations in for, or maybe, I don't know, something needs to be done on that front.
A health
Maybe
inspector's
it's,
office.
I don't know. Because it used to be that a lot of people were providing venison to the restaurants, and now I believe they're providing steak.
Yes, I believe it's Corleones. They have their farm that they provide
Yeah.
meat from.
And that has completely just obliterated the hunting population up in the mountains because there's not much going on up there and not much reason for people to be up there. And I appreciate Corleones. They're respectful about what we've given them access to, and they're compliant with everything. But it really has put a damper on things on our end.
Is there a way to or some sort of ability to work with some of these businesses to where they can maybe purchase some of the fish for more than the Tongva guy does? Do you think that would maybe breathe some life into it if maybe the businesses had the ability to buy those for a higher price point, or because I'm only asking because I'm unsure. Like I'm all this stuff, so I don't know if this has all been talked. Forgive me if it has been.
That would be something we could maybe discuss with the mayor's office and stuff like that. But I don't even know if the mayor's office can help with that. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that'd be
So
a tricky one
it's
because
something that maybe needs some higher discussion, but it is an issue that has impacted us quite a bit. And now that we've got more rangers, I would like to see a little bit more hunting activity. And I do think that there is something that could also help with that, and that would be maybe us providing some other method of hunting that didn't involve a hunting rifle, or providing a hunting rifle license separate from a weapons license.
That was actually brought to me earlier today too. People saying that they want to go hunting, but they can't because they don't have a gun license.
Yeah. So I know it's an awkward conversation. I don't know if I feel comfortable allowing someone who shouldn't have any weapon have a hunting rifle. But I do know that some of the people that go up there and hunt, they would probably enjoy doing so and not commit hunting crimes while doing so.
A middle
Like a
ground
bow.
for that could be maybe they have to 311 when they get started and 311 when they end and have the rifle back to a ranger.
It could also just be that it's included in the hunting certificate itself, since it's kind of a
Yeah.
different safety category, and I don't know, maybe the DOJ just charges a little bit more for them or something.
I'm not opposed to that. But it is something that I'd want to get the DOJ on board with, because I don't want to just be letting people who shouldn't have a weapon have a weapon.
Yeah, probably would need
Yes,
some
it
restrictions.
is a rifle, but so I want to encourage activity. I would like to try and make sure that people who want to hunt and want to hunt properly have the ability to do so.
I'm in full support of that. I'd love to see more people go up north hunting.
All right.
Maybe some middle ground can be met there. I mean, one thing I'm planning to do with the speed limit thing to approach the DOJ with is do a petition. Like go around town with my deputies and actually petition people about what they think about it. Maybe something similar can be done with that as well, so we can show them actual like data of people that would be interested if this change was made.
Also, if
Might
the
be
farmers
good.
market is, copium coming back, maybe there will be some storefronts that open up that are willing to, purchase some of these ingredients or items or things like that for a different margin. That's something to think
Yeah,
about.
that used to be a huge market for the venison and stuff, was when you had Mojito Inn and Bogans, and even when Uwu was running out of there, that they would purchase a large amount of that meat. I know, because that used to be a pastime of mine.
Yeah, with the farmers market, I can't guarantee the same functionality as how it was back in the day. Willie's, I believe Willie's actually dead. He was murdered behind the Willie's store for like a good long while.
Oh my god.
Oh my god! You think he was
His
murdered
dead
by that
body
new
was
woman
there.
who sells the stuff?
I
Good
think
riddance.
so. His dead body
Oh my
was like
God.
there for months, just decomposing.
That woman came in
Ew.
and started selling all the scrap metal, and she just offed him.
Took him out. He was competition. May he rest in peace.
All right.
Briefly, since we're kind of on charges, I've been talking about it with a lot of people of late, but I don't understand why we don't have a hostage-taking charge.
It's kidnapping or unlawful imprisonment.
It's not
Yeah,
kidnapping. Well, it
kidnapping.
is unlawful imprisonment, but then you bring in the fact that they're requesting things for people.
That's extortion.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So instead of having to combine unlawful imprisonment and extortion, why not just have hostage taking? For example, with what happened to Malarkey the other night. Or not? No, wait. You didn't get taken hostage, but you were held up, right, Malarkey?
I mean, yeah, it was unlawful imprisonment. It was extortion by definition.
Essentially, just being held hostage and used as
She
a
didn't have a
bargaining chip in
weapon, but she
negotiation.
had an infinite amount of leverage against me.
I can already tell you with some certainty that if an action is already covered by existing laws, the DOJ is very hesitant to do another combined law, kind of like what we got with like robbery of a financial, for instance.
Yeah.
They would rather
Sus.
see you individually articulate and
Well,
itemize
chat,
those
this,
things
this
rather
is
than
taking
say,
longer than I thought,
oh
but
yeah,
I'm okay
here's
with
a
it.
kidnapping and extortion, or here's hostage taking, which is just these two things but combined. Because we tried for a very long time to get a 37 alpha charge.
We're just vibing, chat. That's all we're doing. We're vibing.
But essentially, Crane's response to me was that they had already done that once. They don't consider it to be a great success, but it's successful enough to keep the one we've got. They just don't want to do it again.
That's fair. I guess maybe just something for taking of like unlawful imprisonment of a government employee then, because it's been happening more frequently where we've had cops being held hostage.
That's just kidnapping of a government employee. We've had bench trials with that where
even if they're not moved.
Yeah, it's kind of like attempted murder of an LEO. We don't have first and second degree for that. We don't have a differentiation in the type of kidnapping of a government employee. It's just kidnapping of a government employee. I think the verbiage of that is confusing because it doesn't necessarily include it, but we have won dozens of trials over it.
Okay.
That being said, if you do have legislation you would like to propose, just make sure you write it up and push it to the mayor's office and the DOJ, and it should get voted on. But, you know, like I was saying in the past, stuff like that's been pushed, but it never saw the light of day. So that's a concern of mine. I would like to see that be more mucked with by the mayor's office in the future.
I'd love if we could push more legislation. I feel like that's something that
Yeah.
a lot of mayors don't utilize. The fact that you can technically push it. I don't know if there's any other stopping points though.
What about the
I
return
would
of the
imagine
town
it's
hall?
probably a lot of Senate discussion.
Town hall, we thought about doing that this term. It usually just devolves to people yelling about things they don't understand, or just people making jokes.
Good. I like that
As like
answer.
your stand-up comedy routine, for most parts.
Yeah, this was a trap question, and you answered it perfectly. I hate town halls.
Yeah, they're not productive. I don't know if you guys saw the one that happened like a couple weeks ago with DOJ that hosted it without telling the mayor's office at all about it.
I heard about
Was that the one where everyone yelled at my dad?
Probably.
Potentially. It was at the old city hall, like near Pillbox. That's where it was held.
Oh no, that was. I wouldn't consider that a town hall. I would consider that people being seditious.
Yeah, people
Oh, that
standing
was
up on their
yeah, it was kind of like
soapboxes.
a rally.
Yeah, me and
Yeah,
Jimbo
the-
stopped by. It was pretty fucking stupid.
The last town hall that I attended was hosted by Justice Allison Thomas, if that puts a time frame on it. And basically, a woman spent like 10 to 15 minutes complaining about an arrest that was made against her. And when I tried to respond, because I think it was a sergeant or something with the LSPD at the time, I tried to respond and ask some questions, and I was yelled at by the judges to stop being disrespectful after they had just spent 10 to 15 minutes just shit talking the PD. So I just left and never went back to another one.
I think town halls are only gosh, words, I just had a brain fart. They're only good. I'm gonna say the word good. If the questions are screened prior. Like if it's like, okay, you have
Yeah.
24 hours to submit your stuff, or DOJ is gonna screen them or whatever, whoever's arbitering. If you want to show up, you want to show up.
Or maybe there's like a topic for it, so people actually just specifically stay on that topic.
Yeah.
I would say I've had many a weird phone call whilst being deputy mayor. I had someone call me complaining about an officer that tased them too much. There's a lot that people like to complain about, and town halls is just an extra way for them to complain.
I mean, just don't do crime.
Yeah, why am
don't
I getting
wanna hear
arrested for
that.
doing this crime?
Yeah. I
Stop
can't
putting
believe you
yourself-
did your job. Oh my god.
Stop putting yourself in situations in which you might be tased.
Can you
I
believe
love
those
those
police
people.
officers wouldn't let me get back on my motorcycle? They just kept tasing me.
Why would you
There
tase me
was-
while I'm
there was
repairing my
one
car?
Town hall that I got really annoyed with because it was at the time when the Polito Farmers Market existed, and there were officers going up there and arresting people for jaywalking. I think
Oh, I remember.
because
Mrs. Tread,
there
I believe,
wasn't
was a lot of that.
there was a parking lot across the street, and there wasn't a proper crossing. And the solution to that issue was for someone to propose legislation to change the jaywalking law or to change the to request that a crosswalk be put in. And all they would have had to do is walk 20 feet to the intersection where the light was and be allowed to legally cross if that law got changed, if jaywalking got changed.
Yeah, I was part of the
That was
problem with that
all
because
that
I
needed
was
to
up
be
there
done.
every day.
Well, people
I
like their
know,
walking racing
but
lines.
people, oh, Scout's upset, I guess. Anyway, people were getting so upset over that issue and saying that cops were, pushing their weight around, being rude and being awful. And it's like, so take away their ability to do that to you. Don't just sit there and complain about it. Because
They're
that's
just
all they
enforcing
wanted
the
to do
law.
was just come there and complain, and none of them had a proposed solution. That's what annoyed me about the town halls, is that everyone just wanted to come there and whine, and no one actually had a solution when I was able to provide one in like 2 minutes.
All right. Well,
You know
we've
what never got done though? A jaywalking change.
no, but I'll be damned if those town halls didn't get rid of our loitering charge. I'm still mad about that.
I did that.
I'm mad about it. I liked our loitering
I
charge.
wanted to change it, and then everyone voted to just delete it.
Yeah, I didn't mind the change. The change was fine. It was it being gone that's I don't like that.
I
Yeah,
was
me either.
seeing red
I
at the
hate
end
that
of
it's
that
gone.
vote, by the way. I was so mad.
Some of my best times back when I was a little baby deputy is when Svensson would rally us all up and we'd go out there with the batons and tell people to leave the Ultra Street apartments.
I remember those signs getting put up.
Go somewhere else in the city, you hooligan.
That place is a ghost town these days, unfortunately.
Yeah, it really
True.
is.
It's very
right.
difficult to even find where people hang out these days.
I miss the
We're
tsunami parties.
we're an hour and 20 into this meeting. We can go ahead and call it closed here. Max, thank you for coming out.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
All of y'all remember, regardless of who you're voting for, you got to do it within the next 16 hours, give or take a little bit. So make sure you get down there and do it.
Good, good, good.
Do your civic duty. I believe
Better
that's what's
vote,
called.
Malarkey.
Thank you guys for organizing this.
For whoever you
No.
want.
Don't threaten. Don't do that.
Oh, I'm not. I said
have
for
voter
whoever he
fraud.
wants.
You better,
all of the,
unless you don't.
On City Hall is all of the mayoral proposals, like everyone's points and everything. Like what they're going to be running on, their campaign points. I recommend checking it out. Make sure you vote for the right person for you.
I think the two top runners have got to be you and Janetti, based on the advertising that I've
Yeah.
seen so far.
Very much so, I believe. I mean, Emerson, I believe, has been putting in some work too.
He's putting in work.
But I've heard she's got a bit of
Putting-
reputation though. From
I
what
don't
I've
think
told.
she has PD vote.
Putting in work being a
I'll put
goddamn
it that
criminal,
way.
maybe.
She's just dating a saint.
I just
Emerson
don't
got
think
in my
she has
car and
PD
put a
vote.
"I voted for Emerson" sticker in there, and I was like, I don't like that.
You should have
might
charged
be
her for
illegal.
You should have charged her for trespassing.
I thought about it, but then I was thinking
Vandalism.
of all the kickback I'd get, not kickback, but
Kickback.
not money, but like I feel like I'd get flack for that. I didn't want to deal with that.
Yeah, that
I'll let her
would've done it.
lose organically.
I'd like to
we'll
make
see
an
tomorrow.
addendum to the notes. Talia did not attempt to blow up my house. She did.
Oh yeah, no.
Sorry
Yeah.
to hear that.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
it's alright.
She tried to do it to mine. Or at least she tried to burn it down.
She went up for 600 months, so
Is the pool okay?
Oh, good.
it's full of
Tess, I need to
debris.
chat with you about something.
Okay.
All right, well, thank you all for having me. Like I said, if you ever
Yeah,
have any
thank you.
questions,
Have a
my
good-
line's always open. Either Yellow Pages or the DOJ app. Well,
Sweet.
until tomorrow at least.
All right.
depending.
Sounds good.
Well,
Right.
remind me tomorrow, Max, to vote if you see me.
I want to see if I can get a judge to put a state announcement out tomorrow before
Yeah.
Storm.
Can you bring me another Can we go vote?
There's been next to no announcements about this mayorship.
I'll be honest, I only came around for the meeting
Oh,
Yeah.
today, so.
It's all good.
you got time?
But maybe later or tomorrow. I'll get it done.
Have a good one, guys.
I'm
Yeah,
heading
have
home
a
and have
good
some
night.
chili dogs.
I'm not going on duty. I am Either I'm getting a ride to go vote.
77s, Maple.
Either I'm getting a ride to go
According
vote.
to the high command conversations they have every 3 days about people not responding to 77s.
I'm marked
You
10-7.
can't go to sleep.
I'm marked 10-7.
You'll
I'm
be the
marked
reason it
10-7.
turns into a 78.
Thomas McGillicuddy Malarkey.
That is not my middle name.
I know I don't know your middle name, which is sad because I'm your mom. I need to talk to you.
It's Daniel.
So, I'm glad you're okay. I got the text message and I was very worried. Tell my daughter, no in-law, just daughter, that she needs to just wear her baseball cap and preferably just wear item of green. I don't need any Walter Christmas 2 electric boogaloo situations going on.
She typically just wears the hat.
Yeah, just the baseball cap though. I'm taking this off today and I'm gonna put my baseball cap on. I just don't wanna.
Okay.
And I'm spreading the
Are
word.
you getting in trouble over the cowboy
no,
hat?
No. I'm getting ahead of it. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I
Especially
gotcha.
because I found out that Sooty wears the cowboy hat,
Ooh.
and the last thing we need is for her to be rocking this hat while she's clowning around. I can't do it.
Oh yeah.
So I've got to call into Tips, and I'm gonna have your dad talk to Tips if he sees him before I do. If you see Tips before I do, can you spread the word?
Yep.
Just let him know that she's fine to wear the baseball cap, but no cap whatsoever when she's clowning around, please.
Yeah. All right.
You good? Are you gonna rebuild your house? You got
I mean,
insurance?
we'll try. I mean, it didn't really destroy the house. It just kind of like all the actual like roofing and all that like along the sides got knocked down in the back, and some scorching marks on the sidewalks from the gasoline. But
I got you. You can rebuild that. You can fix it.
yeah, shouldn't be too bad. I think we lost a couple of plates and a good chunk of the glass in the house, but the pets are all good. The dogs and the cat and the chickens and
Well, that's what matters. So.
yeah.
Well, I was gonna go on duty, but
It just breaks my heart that she has 6 months left on her parole.
well,
She went up with 1,200.
Jesus.
So if she wants to, she can just walk on out. But if she keeps going back, she's doing it, it'll probably become the Rust Act.
Oh, it's gonna be bad. Yeah, if she keeps going.
Actually, I might be able to try and push Rust now.
Guys, sorry to intrude. Do any of you have a notepad?
I do
I
not.
don't, sweetheart. I'm sorry.
Frick. Okay, thanks.
Mm-hmm.
All good. Sorry. All right, she just needs to try and blow up one more house, and she's good for second-degree targeted violence.
Well, there you go.
Which is annoying because it's like it's blowing up a home. Like I could see like waiting out 3 if it's like running around with baseball bats, right?
Yeah.
It's like, okay, I gotta wait for a 3rd house to explode. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Hello,
tried
at
to
me.
Hello, at you.
Hello, at you.
You tried the pink pearlescent yet?
No, I'm waiting on somebody to sell. I meant to bring that up at the meeting, but then the meeting went on for an hour and a half. So
I'll show you.
You wanna hop in?
Yeah. Time got away from us. I don't know.
Yeah, that meeting kind of drug on a little while.
It's
You still want to
okay.
go do a short shift, or you
I
want to just
can-
hang out?
Yeah, I can do a shift tomorrow. Even if it's just a couple hours tomorrow. I know that you.
Actually, doesn't seem too bad.
Tessa, I need an opinion.
Huh?
I need an opinion. The Rangers are really wanting to do more pink. So they're suggesting the pink pearlescent. I don't hate it, but it also reminds me of a watermelon starburst.
Exactly, it's watermelon
That's the best
colors.
kind, though.
It is a good kind.
It is the best, the goodest, bestest.
I think
Actually,
the other departments have allowed pearlescent, so I'm okay with it. Unless someone from high command says otherwise, I think we're good.
All right, you can do the pearl, kid. Go for it.
Cool.
I like the pink letters personally. I think it's nice.
Yeah, but I don't. I think it looks really good on ours because we got the command and the supervisor stuff on the side.
Yeah.
I don't think everybody else is just the numbers.
The pink letters tie in the pearlescent really well.
Yeah.
The pink numbers.
Yeah.
I don't know what I said.
You rolling with anybody, Tommy?
Nope.
Okay. Yeah. If you want to roll, put your car away.
All right.
I'm
Hello,
in
you
my
bringing out
seat.
your car?
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Oh, Juno.
I just didn't want to put my car on top of yours. To be a watermelon starburst kind of guy. Actually, wait, aren't the watermelon ones just straight up pink?
I think so.
I don't know anymore.
Do they even have?
I was just talking to Mom about it. Whoopee, we only have to wait for her to try and blow up one and more entire house before we can push Rust.
Oh, well, there we go.
That is, if the DOJ is willing to see the Rangers as a group instead of just cops, like they did the last time I tried to push Rust.
You working on paperwork, or you want to drive for a minute, kid?
I do not have any paperwork at the moment.
I'm gonna let you drive for a moment then. I'm gonna go into deep contemplative thought.
Nice.
All right, my love. While I like, I cannot remember his name. What is his name? The just spoke there.
Lucian?
No, the mayor.
Casanova?
The mayor.
Oh, Maximilian.
Yeah, I like him. If by some chance Janetti wins, I'm gonna try to see if he'll take me on as a deputy mayor.
Hmm.
Mainly because I don't take his shit and he knows it.
Yeah. There you go.
No, it's not that. It's that I think I could help him. So.
Two, 4, 1 attach and
This be my seat.
description.
That's the running joke that Lennon just doesn't like. Janetti talks with his chest, and Lennon's just like, okay. But truthfully, I think when Lennon and Janetti were running together in the hospital, it was great. Like when I was pulling all shifts, when I was floating all shifts as a doctor, and it nearly killed me. Jesus Christ. I think Lennon and Janetti were actually, it was a lot of fun.
Oh, wait, he does have a pearlescent on this one.
I think,
okay.
Yeah.
It's much more subtle than mine. I like it.
Pinch poke, you owe me a Coke.
Took a left, westbound car, sir. Oh, shit. Oh, it's a local. Goddamn locals. 241 code.
Ow!
Ow.
Yes.
What happened?
I have to clean my glasses.
Is it Play-Doh over here?
No.
Typical Play-Doh zone.
No, actually, I don't usually
What are we responding to?
approach that.
Currently code 6ing for a vehicle. Lambo that Stubble was on from a 1094.
Oh, a street racing call. That's my favorite.
Well, it was on channel 2 and they needed a 77. But I don't think we're gonna find it. It's been a minute.
If it's been a minute and it's a Lambo, it's probably in Polito.
True. More so feeling like a parallel kind of day. I spent majority of my day in the hills actually yesterday, bouncing back and forth between hunting or fishing spot and hunting zones while I did MCU stuff.
Oh yeah, let me check the